Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, we're looking to climb with Graves in the jungle all the way to Diamond with a 76% win rate. I'm going to be reviewing each and every game I do during this climb just to help you guys understand how I did it a little bit better in detail. These are the runes I run in every single match. I like to play Dark Harvest purely for their damage. The more damage you have, the better you can carry, funnily enough. But you just have to make sure that you're playing smarter as well. Your macro is on point and your jungle fundamentals are on point as well. Because if you're making errors, it's going to kind of put you behind a lot faster. It's going to snowball you harder. Like the item hubris, it's high risk, high reward. Fleet footwork is more safer. You can run around the map a little bit faster with that movement speed, and it's going to provide you with a healthier clear, less damage, and you're going to be able to kite a little bit better than you would be able to do so with Dark Harvest. So we always want to try and pressure, go for the ward here. You notice that Volibear is really smart, and he's actually going to get a ward in the top side as well. So we get a double ward on this Talon, and that's really important because Talon is a jungler that wants to kind of go for early skirmishes, especially into a Graves. Graves and Talon are evenly matched until at least mid-game. Graves slowly starts to outscale Talon towards the mid and late game when he starts to get the gold and XP rolling. Now you notice Talon is actually starting on his Raptors. This is kind of, I think it's a bit troll doing this clear path, because what it's going to do is basically push him off tempo a little bit. So if he is going to try and go for a top lane gank, the clear path I'm choosing to do will allow me to show up to the top lane faster, even if I do a full clear. So what I can do here is 3 camp. I could go for an accelerated jungle, which is when you skip these camps, take these camps, so that Talon can't push and steal these off the map when I am making a gank. We know that Talon's going to be down here though, so it's going to give me tempo. And tempo is going to allow me to show up to this top side lane faster if need be. You can see that Volibear's health bar is starting to get low. That means they're trading a lot. I don't even have to check and I know. So I'm deciding right now, am I going to gank here or should I just continue my full clear? We see that Renekton dies, so it's really good that I didn't move through the river because I would have wasted time running to the top lane gank when I could have been clearing these Raptors, right? So we remain on tempo. What that means is I'm going to beat Talon to this crab first. I should be pinging where Talon is. He's probably around here. He's going to look to clear his wolves, clear Gromp, then blue, then into this crab, and then look to refresh for his level 2 spawning bot side quadrant. It delays his base, but gives him more gold for his first base. He actually beats me to lane, but he's only level 3, so that's why I'm willing to just fight him right now. The reason he's level 3 is because he did this clear path. So he's actually off tempo. He probably hasn't taken his Gromp because he noticed that I was on crab and he's trying to be greedy here. I need to note that Xerath is missing. There's Xerath. Cat hasn't started moving just yet. She does have prio. A little bit slow to move. I'm just going to try and maintain my 4 stacks here. When Cat finally ends up skirmishing with me, we get the kill. I'm not too worried because it's actually a 2 for 1. When Talon spawns, he's going to run straight for this crowd, right? So for me being on tempo, I need to be showing up for this camp in time. We don't want to be going for a gank here. Could ping the enemy that Talon's running this way, but they're going base anyway. So we need to be careful if these players go MIA and Talon wants to contest this crab. He's more than likely just trying to stay on tempo, so he'll clear and then look to gank. Because of that early clear path that Talon did from his Raptors to his Krugs, that's put him so far behind, and he hasn't actually showed up anywhere for a gank yet. He should be forcing ganks early. But what he's doing is allowing for me to get my clears off. So we're slightly behind on tempo. You see these just spawned? If you're on tempo, you should be showing up when they're spawning. That's like if you're playing on tempo perfectly. Obviously, there's times when you are playing that you're not going to be perfect. You're going to have to show up for a gank here and there, and that's going to put you behind on tempo. Just to prevent, say, your mid laner or someone, or maybe your bot lane from falling too far behind. So I'm lacking a bit of communication. Talon's probably around this area. He skipped. Oh, we just saw that scrying. What would you call that? The bloom. He just hit that, so... Yeah, he's actually only on his Raptors. I wonder why he's so far behind, because they spawned... They spawned after. I mean, he probably wanted to clear down into the spawning Drake. You can press tab and check his farm if you're trying to track him. Calculate how much farm he would have. If you do this Raptor's clear path, he had 20 farm, because, oh yeah, he skipped. So he'd probably only have like 28 farm, because he didn't get any of the crab. Oh yeah, I beat him to that crab as well. So he'd only have 28 farm after clearing those. But he did take some minions in the mid lane. Now, I don't really want to give these up. But if I can get a double kill bot lane, I can try and reset for these. And I'm not too worried if I lose grubs for a double kill in the bot lane. We have to note that our whole top side's up. That's why I go B. We could have gone B a lot sooner. Just as soon as we pull that kill off on Yuumi, hit the back button. Or we could go for Dragon. I want to contest these grubs though. It's really beneficial for my Volibear to have grubs. It's also good to protect Renekton from getting grubs, because we don't want him split pushing in side lanes with them. So it's like a double whammy. If we get them, it's good for Volibear, and it also prevents Renekton from having them. I need to basically get Pride before I move for grubs, because I don't want to show up for grubs and then Renekton's able to move as well, and it creates a 2v1 on top of me, and then I'm just going to die for him. So that's why I just went top, helped Volibear out, and then we'll move for grubs. So I'm thinking that maybe Talon's jumped the wall here, because we didn't see where he went. We hit the bloom though, and nothing, he doesn't appear, so he did something sneaky there. He might have even just slipped through there. So I'm just going to take my topside camps off the map. This is going to prevent Talon from pushing up, taking them when I decide to make a play either for this dragon or a dive on the bot lane, which is what I'll be teeing up right now. We got Volibear going base. I'm going to assist him in going base. Don't really want to overforce a fight here. Unless Cat is willing to dive, then we can. Yeah, so he gets a nice stun, and then we can just combo. But yeah, so we've cleared these camps. Now I can push onto this side of the map and know that Talon can't attack the opposite side of the map. All he can do is dive the volley with Renekton if he really wanted to. If he showed up here. Saw my camps were gone. But I'm not going to lose these camps for anything I do down here. So I'm waiting for these players to get on the map before I do anything. That's why I'm going to clear my walls into this. And then I'm going to utilize the tempo to make a dragon play. The unfortunate thing here is that Corki's going base. So we're losing pressure in the bot lane. Maybe he picks up on it. He's only got half health. We're 2 and 10 up here on the kill chart, right? So we want to start playing with our winning lanes. We've got a very heavy damage orientated team. So once we start getting prio in each lane, we want to start pushing up into the jungle, utilizing this priority to close games out. I didn't want to hard commit on Swain just there. That's why I didn't flash or anything crazy over the wall. I want to just secure that dragon. So you can see now we got priority in the top lane. Katarina's basically just hard shoving. Xerath's playing really safe. So what that means is we can start playing for this half of the map. And I've taken these camps off. So if I do play for that half of the map, Talon can't do much. On the bot side, yes, he could go for a brush gank or something like that. We've got to make sure we're trading accordingly.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
There's not much doing. You can't see Renekton, Xerath's base. That's why I'm going to go base and look to make a play down here. You see them falling back. Talon just jumped the wall here. So if I had just pushed up there, maybe we could have made a play on Talon, but all for what, really? Kind of a random bot lane as well. Zed Yumi. A little bit troll. Can be easily countered if the friendly support knows how to pick against the Zed. So we have to remember that Talon was in this vicinity. Cat's roaming down, which is good. But we have to monitor where Xerath is because he can just press ult. So yeah, you can see Xerath here. He's going to push. Maybe he's going to go for plates. Should be pinging this guy. He's going to try and ult. So luckily, Cat's just doing absolute work. Just getting Cat a couple of kills early can really assist in snowballing a game. Just make sure you're closing games out when you have Katarina as well. If you get to... If the enemy team manages to defend enough to the point where it gets to late game, they will end up catching her, shutting her down. Especially if they have hard CC. So it's not good showing here. I wanted to stop his base, but it's giving Talon information on what I did after this death. So he's going to know now that I pushed up through the top side. These camps are going to be up. Sometimes it's best just not to give information over. We see that the blue's spawning though, so I'm going to try and use my winning lane. Volibear has... Well, he hasn't pushed his wave up here, so we don't really have full priority, but he's with me. I'm gonna play super aggressive though. I know that we're gonna win this 3v3. So I'm slowly gonna try and close this Talon out of the game. And that's gonna happen by me just taking his camps off right in front of his face. We've got Rift spawning now. Dragon's up in 1 minute. I'm going to use this priority so Volley can move if need be. Corki's getting priority so he can move. We're going to take this Rift Turret off the map. Dragon spawning in 42 seconds. We have to be careful now that Corki's dead, but we have these two wards, so kind of protects us a little bit. We just need to abuse the fact that we have two lanes pushing up. If my two laners weren't there at this current stage, this would be a risky play. But we have such good vision, so we're abusing our vision as well. So I'm going to take this buff, look to reset, spend this gold down here. It's going to give us Collector. I wouldn't advise doing what I'm doing right now. I guess I'm just confident in my team, so I'm not spending this gold. It's best if I just go base straight after red. Look to play for this with Collector. That's the safest possible option. But because my team was so pushed up, you don't want to go base while they're up here, and then it's going to create a 4v5 if that scenario presented themselves. So I'm just utilizing my team's strength to take that dragon. There's 3 players on a death timer, so that's why I just push up, try and take a camp if I can. A little bit risky here, because the 3 of us are back. And these players are spawning. So if Renekton decides to collapse on them, they might be able to get a little bit of a shutdown. Some people get a little bit excited, their egos get the best of them, and they just do stupid pushes. There's nothing on the map, no neutrals, so there's no reason to be up here. Just wait for us to push back onto the map and start pressuring. So now that I'm here, I can pressure this tower. That's going to drag like 2 players down. We have 3 players in the mid lane. Volibear's going to get to this tower. Corki probably... It's not good that Corki's going B because we have this base timer. Corki should be pushing. Same with Cat. We have to make sure we don't die to this set. He's coming now. Gotta keep this in mind. So I can full clear up, go B, and then look to play for Baron. That's a safe option. We could also just skip these camps, reset, and then just play for these guys. I could clear these camps, reset, so that Talon can't steal them, and then play for this side. See how I'm back here though? I realize it's not... I shouldn't be back here right now. This is bad. If your team is pushed up to here, you should be pushed up with them. You should be at least taking these camps if they're up. You should not be on this half of the map. Make sure you're pushing out with your team. You're only doing things on this half of the map. You'll need your teammates so they can protect you if anyone collapses on you. We don't want to die right now either. Got Baron spawning. 41 seconds. We'll try and steal what we can off the map before going base, spending that 2,000. See, Corki's in a terrible position. Baron is spawning. He shouldn't be dying there. Might be worth spam pinging him. Sometimes they'll listen, sometimes they won't. We've seen Corki's bases prior to this though, so we know that his macro is a little bit off. His jungle, or his ADC fundamentals aren't that great. Oh, we get the steal. So we noticed that Renekton's down here, collapsing on top of that Volibear. So we're trying to cut off Talon. If we can get Talon... That's why Cat flashes. We're trying to push a pick Don't know why I couldn't think of that. If we can get a pick right now, then it's a free Baron. It's basically a free Baron anyway. Volibear has 2 players with him in the bot side, so let's try and force this. It's hard to force this with Volibear in the bot side. Swain was quite low. We don't have much tankiness. We're just monitoring this as well. We don't want Drake to spawn at the same time, because that'll give an opportunity for the enemies to take Dragon as we're taking this Baron buff. We want to rush red buff. Go base as fast as possible. Be on tempo for this Dragon spawning. Don't be late. Sometimes it's best to even just ditch these camps. Be up with this Swain right now, getting vision with him. You don't want him just solo clearing wards and pushing wards. Pushing for wards by himself. Because if he does get killed, or these players do get killed right now, because it's like a 5v4, then you can throw games. We're pretty far ahead. It's 8 and 28 though. But I'm just trying to explain. Because in some games, in some scenarios, you will have 3 players do this. Push, Corki will be in the mid lane. 5 of them will collapse. On these 3 really fed players, they might be worth 1,000 gold each. And even though the scoreboard looks like that, it can sometimes turn games. It's going to force them to go for Dragon afterwards. We're going to lose Baron buff as well if that happened. We'd also be losing a lot of gold because we're losing 3 Baron buffs. Which is pushing power. It's plates that could be secured that are now not going to be secured. You're losing that Dragon buff. Maybe I would try and protect losing that Dragon buff after this scenario. And then I die trying to protect it. Which would be stupid because, you know, I wouldn't risk it all for that, but it might happen. I'd just fall back into a full clear if that did happen. Wait for my team to spawn, and then we'd all push up together again. The game's not over because they all did, or they all got shut down. This is just a scenario. Gone down the rabbit hole with the scenario. But yeah, I hope you understand what I was talking about. So now we need to just play up in this half of the map. Everything on this side of the map, you're just going to forget about. Corki shouldn't be here at all. He should be at least taking these camps. But we need to utilize our Baron buff. Look at it. You don't want to be taking your own camps, especially if you've got Baron buff. Even though I'm low, I'm going to try and stay. We just lost Baron buff. Yeah, you want to close the game out. Make sure your team doesn't get aced. There you have it. That's how you play with winning lanes. That's how you pressure the map with strong early game champions. If you got some out of the video today, make sure you drop a like. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.